Yes, lovely.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Please Try This channel. I'm Bindeni, and we are continuing on our video tutorial series on making the snake game, and I'm using Armory3D Game Engine. This is very essential for beginners, to those who want to learn Armory3D and those who want to learn scripting in Armory. So now, on the previous video, we managed to make food for our snake. It's time to see if it eats the food and just check if our snake has consumed the food, and after it has consumed, we spawn another food. So let's do this. We attached our script on the camera, so I'm just going to select the camera, go on object, and then edit script. And here we are where we left off. On the init, we managed to spawn the first food, and it was located on a random position. Now what we need to do is to check if the snake has consumed that food. To do that, we are going to create a function again. We love functions, they help us debug, and we are going to call it check at, sort of like, to see if the snake has eaten. And the logic we are going to use, there are many ways to do this. One of them is to use rigid body collision detection. We are not going to use that because I feel it's too heavy, like it's not necessary. But what we'll just do is to check if the snake head location matches that of the food, and if that happens, the snake has eaten the food. That's the logic I'm going to use. So let's do that. Remember, the snake head is stored in this array, the snake body, and it's the first element, the first object in this array. So we are going to call it by snake body 0. It's at index 0. And then we're going to check its x-axis, so transform.lock.x. So if this x location matches that, and remember, the food is stored in this food. Like when it is spawned, we stored it in this food object. So we are going to say if it matches the food dot transform dot lock dot x. So if the x-axis meets, then let's check for the y, and we're going to put these ampersands, these two ampersands, to say and. I'm just going to copy lazy programming here, and then I'll just change here and put y, and change here and put y. For the z, we are not going to mind. Remember, this is more like a 2D game like, so for the z I'm not considering it. You can also put end snake 0 transform.log z. It matches the food z coordinate. So now what we are going to do is, if this is true, what must happen? So this, we need to be careful so that we do it in order. What must happen is the food must be removed. So food, where am I writing it? I want here inside the braces, food dot remove. So remove that food object. We no longer need it. And also there is this variable here which we talked about. Did I span should be set to 0. So did I span food should be 0, like so. Now let's check if here we added did I span, we didn't. So when you have spanned your food like this, you must then go ahead, maybe you can do it in these braces, and say did I span food should be equal to 1, like so. So when it's spanned, it should say 1 to show that there's food on the grid. And then when the snakehead has consumed the food must be removed. Did I span will be set to 0. And then when it's 0 like so, the span food is called again and it spans food on the grid. I hope the logic is clear. That's the cycle. So we now need to call this span food in our notify on update, because it's the one which loops up and back and up and back. So what we are going to do is to go on the notify on update in our public function new. Here it is. So after the set direction, where should we set this? Maybe when the snakehead has moved, right? This is the right position. So the snakehead moves, and after it moves, we are going to check it. Has it consumed anything there? And after that, we're going to span food. So if this one returns yes, it has ate, then we are going to span food. I hope this is the right order, and the game engine will tell us if we did well. So let's go and test what we have. Clean and play. So we have our snake head. Let's go on the food. Yes, and it's spanned random. Okay, I missed. Less. Okay, let's go up. Yes, guys, I think this is working. We have a snake game here. It consumed and it spans, consume and span. So what's left now is to have this snake grow each time it consumes food. Thank you for watching. If you are new, please do consider subscribing, liking, and sharing my video. Thank you very much.